Welcome to Adventures of Deanna. I'm Deanna and I'm on an adventure to lose over 100 pounds. This is my weekly weigh-in video and I have a lot to say today, so let's get into it. We're outside filming because it's a beautiful day. I just love the springtime. So I wanted to come outside and talk with you all, so I apologize for dogs barking and cars driving by and all of the extra noise that I just am not skilled enough to figure out how to get rid of it. Apologies. So a few things that I want to cover today. I want to talk about support, the 67 Try Your Best Beach Challenge, how life is going with my Silk and Sonder journal, of course my weekly weigh-in, and my results for the month of April. Support. Your support means so much to me. I am so thrilled to have you watching my videos. I am thrilled to having you comment on my videos, and for those other creators out there, I'm so excited to be part of your journey and to cheer you on in any way that I can and provide support to you. Support really is important in, anything that we do, any goals that we have in life. It's good to have people who are supporting you. Support comes in two different forms. There can be practical support and then there can just be emotional support. In the form of emotional support, it could be somebody that is motivational. It could be somebody who's a cheerleader and cheering you on. It could also be just someone who wants to listen to you and, have, your ear to listen to you about your frustrations, your successes, whatever it is. And then there's also that practical support. So somebody who is helping you to brainstorm ideas on how to accomplish your goals. Someone who's offering advice, someone who's sharing the load. These are also important. So I get both of those in the comments below of my videos, and for that I am so extremely grateful. That is something that I write about frequently, is about how grateful I am to have such great support. I have it through my accountability partners that I have a group that's on Facebook, and then I have another group that we do Marco Polo, and every single day we chat with one another to let each other know how it is that we're doing, and that support is so important. So if you don't have support within your four walls of your home, there are so many ways to find outside support to help you get through the challenges that you might find while you're trying to lose weight. There are so many options out there, and I really want to encourage you to find and to test out and to try to get that support in other ways. Check the battery before you start filming. Just check the battery. I didn't do that, so we're on to camera number 2. We were talking about support. So it's important to have support. It's good to have ways to check in. It helps to keep you accountable. It helps to make you feel inspired and motivated and dedicated. Support is really important. Some other things to keep in mind whenever we're on a weight loss journey is that we need to be a little bit assertive. And that's not something that I'm always good with, is being assertive. But is very helpful for us. It is very helpful for us if we are assertive. We want to be able to set boundaries with, different things, whether it's, our time, setting boundaries with how many times we go out to eat, setting boundaries, in so many different ways. It's important that we're able to set boundaries, and we have to be able to be assertive and speak up for what our needs and what our goals are. We also have to communicate clearly what our goals are. If people don't clearly know what our goals are, how can they help us to achieve those goals? So that is something that we also need to do. We need to be clear, we need to be direct, we need to be specific about what those goals are so that we can achieve them. And sometimes that communication has to just happen with ourselves. Sometimes we have to remind ourselves of what our goals and what our dreams and what our wishes are so that we can achieve them. One thing that we do have to remember is that it's not always about us. People are not always trying to sabotage us or be unsupportive. they're just not always thinking about us. We're all guilty of kind of thinking about ourselves. We're the only ones that have our best interest in mind. So if somebody brings home snacks, it may be because they just wanted some snacks. It's not because they're trying to throw you off of your plan. It's not because they want you to gain weight. It's because they wanted some snacks. If they want to go out to dinner, it's not because, you know, of those other reasons. It's because they want to go out to dinner. They don't want to have to cook. They don't want to have to clean. They don't have to think about it. They just want to be, you know, catered to and taken care of. So, but it's not because they just don't want you to lose weight. So it's not always about you. So that, you know, ties back into being assertive. We need to strike a balance in that. We don't want to be too aggressive, but we don't want to be too passive. We need to allow for compromise. Sometimes we're going to need to be able to, if we have other people in our lives, we have to adjust to accommodate them and their needs as well as what our needs are, because it's not just always, you know, about us. So that's just some random thoughts about support and how appreciative I am to you for being here, for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and for commenting down below. It really truly does mean everything to have so much support. It helps really keep me motivated, really keeps me dedicated and consistent and all the things that I need in order to achieve my goals. So thank you. Thank you for being here. For support, if you need support, I have 2 great ways that you can get support. Number 1, you can join Lose Weight Sarah's group Facebook page, and I'm going to post that down in the comments down below. And the second one is for any of the people that are out there following me that are a no BS person and you follow Corinne Crabtree. If that's more your way to go, the group that I'm going to recommend is the May challenge that Andrea is putting on. She's Andrea's Journey, and I'll link her Facebook page and her community page down below on Facebook. But these are 2 wonderful resources in order to get support, to be with like-minded individuals, to talk and discuss about the days and the challenges that you're having. So support is so important, and we all need a tribe. So find your tribe, find the people that you really connect with, find ways to be able to reach out and say, you know, I'm having a bad day, can you cheer me up? Because sometimes that's all we need, is just a little bit, a little push, a little hug, a little smile. And we're here for you. There's so many great people and resources that can help support you if you're not finding support at home. Next up on the agenda today is the 67 Try Your Best challenge. And you remember I've got my little clipboard here with my thing. So in pink is the 2nd week of Try Your Best. And I'm not gonna go into the details of all of it, but you can see it's all shaded in. My big try something new for the week was sewing my jeans. And if you haven't seen that video, I encourage you to check it out after this video plays. I'll put it at the end so you can click on it. But I did awesome on my exercise. I got over my 5 hours of exercise, and I tracked my progress, yada, yada. I did all the things. Yay, me. So that's how I did. So what were my results for the week? My weigh-in for the week. Last week I weighed in at 208 pounds, and that was a 1.2 gain over the previous weekend, which was also a gain. So I'd gained 2.2 pounds, and then this week I weighed in at 205.6. So I lost 2.4 pounds, and 205.6 is the lowest weight that I've been in this adventure. So that was a very successful week. However, saying that, for the month of April, I only lost 2 pounds, which really is on target for me. My goal was to just lose a ½ pound a week, and I managed to do that. So for the month of April, although, you know, 2 pounds doesn't sound like a lot or a big number, or anything like that, it's still progress. It's still losing weight. So for that, I have to applaud myself. I choose to be excited about losing those 2 pounds. I choose to look at it as progress. I choose to be proud of the work that I did in order to achieve that. So my goals for April were to, lose some weight. And if you guys remember this, did anybody not notice that I put February on here? February. I've been looking at this every day for a month up on my wall, knowing that that's what I wanted to do for April. But it says, these are my goals. By February 9th, I'll weigh this. But it's supposed to say April. I don't know why I did that. I didn't make those goals, by the way. I did not make them. Each month I go into the month and I make a plan, and then at the end of the month I go back and I reflect on what was my plan, how did I do, and I kind of assess that plan. So for the month of April, I had my plan. Oh, it's windy here. My plan was to reduce alcohol, do yoga, plan for 2 exceptions, limit alcohol to 3 times a week, no more than 4 drinks per night, yoga at least 3 days a week, write 2 exceptions for treats, and keep on track. So for my assessment, I'm supposed to give myself a score. So reduce alcohol, I got a 3. On my yoga, I only got a 2 because I only did 9 out of 30 days. And my plan for exceptions, I got a 0 because I really didn't even do that. I wrote it down, but then I never followed through with what my intentions were. So those were April. My start weight for the whole month was 207.6 and my end weight was 205.6. So that was my month of April. May goals. What are my goals for May? Well, I don't have huge goals for the month of May. I am going on vacation, and normally with vacation comes a little bit of weight gain. I have every intention of keeping up with my exercise while I'm on vacation. I have every intention of making a daily plan and sticking to that plan when I'm on vacation. I plan to eat whenever I'm hungry and stop whenever I'm satisfied. However, I don't plan on having a weight loss. I'm just gonna do the best that I can. That's my goal. The final thing that I wanted to talk about today was Silk and Sonder. You guys remember that I got my Silk and Sonder journal last month, and it was my first month using this journal. And I was so excited, and I was very, very overwhelmed by this journal. But I did, I filled it out. So I had, my intentions and my reflection for March, my habit tracker. Did a really good job filling in my habit tracker, but I can definitely see where, with yoga, which is the light blue, where I need to be more focused on that. I just started adding in my 7,000 steps every day, and I could do a little bit better. These days right here, where I didn't get it, I was like at 6,000 something. So if I could have just been a little bit more intentional about getting those 7,000 steps, I would have met my goal for the day for those. It was a lot of fun to fill out, but I did feel like I was just somewhat overwhelmed by the whole planner. There's a lot of blank space where you can do cool stuff. So I did like a gratitude page. I did some monthly to-dos. I started a page, but I didn't finish it. Let's see, where is it? So in June, we're gonna go camping. So I made this cute little camping page. But I just did some drawing and that's about it. Oh, I did this cute little weight tracker that I didn't get to fill in very much. So that was my April Silk and Sonder journal. And now we get to move on to May. And look what I got. I got these tabs for the journal. And the cool thing about these is that you can they're repositionable. You just take them off and then you can put them back on. And so I'll be able to transfer them from planner to planner each month and have these tabs, because one thing that I found was that there was a lot of flipping pages to find wherever I was supposed to be for the month. So that will cut down on that. I'm really excited about this little page that I did to track my weight loss. So hopefully, I know that just a minute ago when I was talking about my goals was that I wasn't really hoping for too much, but in the back of my mind, there's still this goal that I want to get under 200 pounds. That's my goal right now, is to get under 200 pounds. And then my next goal is going to be 195. But right now I want to get to that 65 pounds lost. I want to get to under 200. So even though my overall big goal for May is not really big, I do have goals and I'm gonna do what I can, but I'm just not gonna put pressure on myself. I'm not going to put up any huge expectations. Sometimes putting huge expectations on ourselves is less helpful than it would be if we didn't set those expectations at all, because then we can feel demotivated, depressed, sad, worthless, all these different things that, you know, wasn't our intention to feel. So I'm not putting pressure on myself. I'm not putting these great big expectations. I'm just going to do the best that I can every single day and hope for the best. Might not be a great strategy, but it is my strategy. So also in the Silk and Sonder journal this month, I'm doing work productivity, because I have a huge project that I'm working on. I can tend to get distracted, and by doing this, it'll help me really keep on task. I like to tick boxes off. So it'll help me to be like, okay, let's see, can I get, you know, these 5 boxes done today? Can I get these 5 boxes done? And hopefully I can get this project done faster by having a way to track my progress, track my success, know that I'm working on it. And then I also have my packing list for my vacation. So that's my planner for the month of May. I also did some progress photos today. So here is what I look like now compared to what I looked like before. So you tell me, do you see any huge differences? It's really hard for me to see the difference. I feel the difference in my clothes. I feel the difference in my body. But when I look at pictures side by side, number one, they weren't always taken in the same place, in the same position, with the same camera, with the same lighting, with, you know, all of the factors being the same. That's all I have for today. I hope to see you guys in my next video. As always, it's going to be an adventure. Bye.
This is who I am, this is who I am now. No matter what they saying, this is who I am, this is who I am now.